guys, what's up? This is your girl Balalupi and welcome to my channel. And today I am going to do a video all about tapping into your inner feminine energy, because y'all, I have seen so many videos on YouTube of how to connect to your femininity or how to be a feminine woman. And they focus so much on the external appearance of how you should look, how you should smell, how you should dress. But the truth is, in order to radiate goddess energy on the outside, you have to have it within yourself first. You have to be one with your feminine energy. As women, I think it is very important to understand that all of us have this feminine energy within us. It is just something that we have temporarily lost connection with. So it is not something that you need to learn or you need to look on how to be more feminine. No. It is all about reconnecting to the feminine energy that you already have within you. For example, have you ever just seen a woman in passing, or maybe on YouTube or wherever, and you're like, oh my gosh, this woman just radiates like this beautiful aura, this beautiful energy about her. She is confident, she is sure in who she is. Like, how in the world did she get to that point? So I want to break down a video of how I really tapped into my goddess energy and just became like more certain with who I am and the woman that I'm becoming. Because I feel like as women, it is so easy to get lost in media's expectations of us. You know, sometimes we find ourselves chasing this false facade of a woman or what a woman should look like or be like. That's not really true. So the first one is to stop getting in our head. So many times as women, we overthink. Yo, correct me. You can comment and correct me if I'm wrong, but as women, we overthink, we jump to assumptions, we doubt ourselves, we ask everyone else in the world but ourselves for approval when it is not necessary. Okay, so for me, I found myself always like, I would ask for approval simply to go to the damn store. I'm like, do you think that I should go to the store during the day or the night? I don't know. No, it starts with those little habits. So as women, in order to be more sure of ourselves, we need to stop asking for approval and do it. Start with the small stuff. Start with the small habits that we do that we usually don't even notice that we do. So for me to stop getting into my own head, I tend to journal a lot. So there's times where I feel like really like deep down in my thoughts and I'm not happy with myself and I'm just full out overthinking, and I go to my journal and I write everything down and I remind myself that I am strong, that I am a confident woman, I am, you know, I am certain with who I am. And at times where I feel like that, I just go back to my journal to remind myself who I am, like that person that I was before I started to overthink. Step number 2 is to get in touch with your emotions. So many times we are so worried about everything else that is around us that we actually forget that we are these emotional beings, and for a lot of us, we are not self-aware of how our emotions can really affect our daily lives. We can get angry or frustrated really easily, kind of lose like our patience for certain things. So I feel like if we start to get more aware, like for myself, I have to tap into what made me angry in a situation, what really makes me lose my cool, to come out of my kind of calm aura about myself. And as women, we have to remind ourselves that we are natural born healers. So many times we are just so focused on making sure everybody else is good, and you know, this person is good and that person is good, and we just forget about ourselves. We forget about our inner healing as people, as women. I know for myself, I used to look for closure. Like, I need closure on this situation, or I need to, where most of the times we can create closure ourselves. We don't actually need anybody to close anything for us. Like, we can be our own closer. We are our own healers. And when we understand that, we will not expect that from somebody else. We will not go outside to look for it, but we will start to look for it in the inside. Number 3 is set clear intentions and goals for yourself. So many times we sit there, we're idle, and when we're idle, that causes us to kind of get down in the dumps, or, you know, start overthinking or losing ourselves, losing our balance. So for me, I know on a daily basis, weekly and monthly or yearly, I always write down my goals, and not every goal has to be a physical goal. It can be a mental goal. Like this week, I want to learn how to be more patient. This month, I will be more confident, and set those goals for ourselves so that we have a clear direction of where we want to go, a clear direction of focus. And by setting these goals and these intentions for yourself, you are already setting yourself up to be more certain with who you are, and really just being like in tune with what you want to do and your purpose. The next step is to really create and protect your aura and your space. So this is being very protective with your energy. I know sometimes as women we want to give our energy to everybody and anybody because, you know, oh my dear, I just have this healing aura. But sometimes a healing aura can actually attract some of the most broken people. How I see it is you have to treat your mind and your energy like it's your home. So you wouldn't just let anybody come and walk into your home. Nah, like you keep your doors locked. You keep yourself safe inside. So that's how you have to be with your mind and your energy. So all those toxic people or the toxic things you see on social media, you can't just let everything come into your mind. You have to have a filter. Basically, anything that does not serve your greater good has to go, whether it be toxic relationships, friendships. You have to be very aware of this stuff. Most of the time, as women, we have a gut instinct, we have an intuition. We see the red flag, but sometimes we tend to quiet it and just allow the red flags to be when, we already know better. We know when something is not helping us to grow. All right, guys, so the fifth step is really finding something for you. So many times we kind of look around and we compare ourselves to other people and we're like, well, this person, you know, they're a good dancer, or, you know, they're an artist, she has a blog, she has a YouTube channel, she has something for her, but like I don't have nothing for me. And the truth is sometimes you have to find that, or you just have to kind of go for it. So like if you feel like, you know what, let me just try something new, let me try writing a blog, or let me try making soaps, or doing something that has to do with DIY. Find something unique that you like, so that during times where you would be idle, you actually fill that time with doing something productive to help you. And this has a huge part of really helping you to learn how to enjoy your own company, because I know a lot of people, they don't like to be alone, they don't like to feel lonely. But when you fill your time with something that you enjoy doing, you don't even realize that you're by yourself, because you're just content with your own company. And the next step is self-care. So I made sure that I created a self-care day. You can have self-care day any day, but for me, mine is on Sunday. So this is when I really kind of like make sure I just take care of myself, treat myself. I do like at-home facials or pedicures, manicures. I remember I used to go to restaurants and I would just like, if I saw a restaurant that I really wanted to try and, you know, I didn't have anybody to go with, I would just go. I would just go and enjoy myself, or even go to a coffee shop and just write and just have like a self-care day where it was about me. And I know sometimes as women we're really busy, but if we can multitask and make time for other things, we can definitely make time for ourselves. And number 7 is to connect with nature. So a lot of times, obviously, you know, we're so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life that we kind of just forget to go outside and like smell the fresh air and just listen to the birds and the trees and just connect with nature. As women, we are very nurturing beings. So I feel like sometimes we forget this part of ourselves. And what I like to do is I actually like to take my bare feet and just place them on the ground, soil, grass, just to kind of ground myself, reconnect myself, you know, from all the kind of chaos that's in the background, and just kind of, you know, keep that balance within me. And number 8, last but not least, is to embrace your transformation. So many times I feel like how I see it is we are like butterflies and we are in this cocoon doing so much preparation for who we need to become as women, and we get out of the cocoon and we have these beautiful wings behind us and we have no idea what to do with them. Really we do, but we're just too scared. Like we don't allow ourselves to just embrace this change. These, you know, as women we go through changes, and I feel like sometimes we just take it as, oh my dear, like I'm just too scared, I'm too fearful. Like even me starting this damn YouTube channel, like, Yo, if y'all knew how many times I had to do this damn video. Like, it's serious. Like, sometimes it takes us so long to just embrace our transformation. We constantly have to challenge ourselves in order for us to grow. So embrace your transformation. And if you feel like, when is my transformation gonna come? Force your transformation. That is perfectly okay. Sometimes you have to force yourself because maybe you've just been stuck in this constant loop, this constant, being stagnant, and sometimes you have to force it out yourself. So guys, those are my 8 steps in how to really tap into your inner feminine energy and just be true and connected to yourself. I hope they will have helped to anybody out there. It's a constant journey, guys. You have constant up and downs. You have things that constantly come and try and knock you off balance. But these steps always help me to kind of remember who I am and reconnect me with that inner divine feminine energy that we all have within us. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any other video ideas you would like me to do. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching my video and I wish you nothing but love, peace, and good energy.